Hello, everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. This is my logo, Phoenix Rising and the Phoenix Rampant. And this is for March 5th, 2024. And March is going to be hectic. Oh my gosh, how is that different from March of last year, March of the year before, and 2 weeks ago? It just seems to be constant, and there doesn't seem to be much of a break. I think what's happening is we have to learn to make our own breaks. We have to learn to step off the wheel of emotion and the wheel of energy, or just accept the energy for what it is and go with it. I think though people complain greatly about the never-ending energy, I suspect what the universe is trying to do is teach you to become one with the energy, so that you don't feel when the energy is pushing you around. It is part and parcel of the motion, a rocking motion of energy. And you have to learn to make your own island of calm. Once you do that, most of the time, you're not going to be thrown off balance. You're not going to be upset by what happens. And even if you are, what do? You go grumble, 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 then let it go. There's no reason for us to think that things are going to change in the next little while, unfortunately. So we have to be the change. We have to create the energy within ourselves so that we are comfortable wherever we are, in whatever situation we are in. Except there's always going to be that little bit of, I haven't cleared that part up yet, energy. As long as we're breathing, as long as we're here on earth, we have things to learn and grow. And that's all. That's just a given. So if you're tired of having lessons, I don't know, what can you do? Because I've been having lessons since I was born, and years and years and years of them. And they're still happening. My gray hair doesn't give me any relief from having to learn something new or be above it. I have to allow myself to learn the lessons, or the subconscious lessons, the conscious lessons. Why the heck did that person do that to me? I've never done anything to them. Doesn't matter if you have done anything to them or not. It has more to do with the fact that there's something in you that attracts that kind of behavior. So you want to look at what that is. All right, so today's energy is, again, same as it has been for a while. It's strong, it's powerful. In our viewpoint, it's chaotic because we cannot see the whole viewpoint, the whole vista. If we were more enlightened, maybe we could. But right now, the majority of us cannot. And with found yourself a little island, stick on it for a while. Something will happen when it's time for you to move. Don't go looking for it. You don't need to anymore, because society, the energy, will create for you. There's so much going on right now that it's not necessary for us to go looking for anything. So breathe deep. When you become unbalanced, remember to ground up to the fifth dimensional energy of the earth, because a lot of the earth is already there. And yes, it works. I know I do it. I've asked other people to do it. It works for them. So just allow yourself to think outside the box, or let the energy push you outside the box. So go with the energy, don't fight the energy, and life will be so much easier. Again, the Queen of Cups. And I use the Queen of Cups as intuition, the feminine form of intuition, which is passive, letting it come to you instead of going to it. So today, or the 5th of March, isn't that the 5th of March? Cinco de Mayo. No, that's May. Okay, I don't know. Something on the March 5th, but it's not the Ides of March. Somebody will tell me, I know. People always reach out and tell me what's going on. So pay attention to the feminine form, the passive form, which is what I've been talking about today. Allow the energy to move you without resistance. Because why? Because it's easier. The resistance is futile. Eventually you will get to the place where you don't resist. You just go with the flow, because you know that you and the universe want the same thing. And that when you've done that, when you get to that place, you'll find that life is so much easier. 2 of Cups. This is a card of balance. And quite often I find it in marriage cards. If the marriage is going to be a decent card, or marriage, this card will appear, because it's a balance of the masculine and the feminine. And you can have anything you want, but ultimately there's going to be a plus and a negative, a yin and a yang that is predominant. And it doesn't have to be 50-50. Just understand that. But it is about opening your heart. And the more you open your heart, regardless of the situation, people close their heart down thinking they're protecting their heart, but instead all they're doing is shoving that crap inside. If you open your heart, the good will stay, and you ask that which no longer serves to move on. And if it never served in the first place, you still ask it to move on. So the next 2 cards are rather interesting. The 3 of Wands, which is looking after being secure, being the master of your own life. When something happens, you ask, what in me caused that? Not it was their fault. And why this came with that, I don't know. The Lovers. So when you are the master of your own fate, even with it is not a positive at this moment fate, but you take responsibility for it, then you will attract to you a true love. Why? Because we're at the stage in our life where we don't get married for lessons. We get married to support each other, to go through our lessons. Okay? And then the last card is the Tower. Yes, every single one of us is having Tower moments right now. That's why I'm suggesting you just allow the energy to flow through, around, and with you. Become the energy. Don't be the flow with the energy, you become the energy. Because when you become the energy, that's because you want what the energy wants. And that's when you're not you don't necessarily have to have mastery, but that's when you have an adult or mature form of dealing with the energy, and that's when you attract a mature form of love. Does it have to be a masculine, feminine? No. It can be any form of love. Child and a mother, father for a wife, a dog for a human, because most of us love our dogs, our creatures, because they're easy to love. I'm going to have to call it at this place, okay? So namaste, namasko, I love you, and you I do love. Bye. But follow the heart, follow the love.